Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to be talking about, by far, the craziest Eddie Munson theory. I've said that for the last 10 Eddie Munson theories that I've made. I'm going to say it again for this video because it just got crazier. It got crazier, but before I explain this insane theory, make sure to drop a like on the video. Let's go for 150 likes. And also make sure to subscribe. We're at 26,200 subscribers. We're going for 30K by the end of the month. Would really appreciate that. But without further ado, let's begin to discuss this Eddie Munson theory. So the theory is, if you guys were on TikTok and watch Stranger Things, there was a theory going around that Eddie Munson might be number 10, who was in the 11 flashbacks when 11 was at the Nina Project, right? That theory got debunked mainly because number 10 had blonde hair and blue eyes, and Eddie Munson has brown hair and brown eyes. So that theory got debunked, even though it all lined up besides the hair and the blue. Well, there's a new theory coming around right here that says Eddie Munson could be number 13 from the flashbacks. And the theory would be about how Eddie Munson escaped the Hawkins massacre and ended up losing his powers due to trauma. And then he went into the town of Hawkins and eventually ran across Wayne Munson, who is now his uncle. And then he convinced Wayne Munson to let him stay and acts as if he has a nephew. And he named him Eddie because Wayne Munson had an album named Iron Maiden, and as we know, Iron Maiden has a mascot named Eddie. So that's the theory on how 13 would have escaped Hawkins massacre, lost his powers, ran across Wayne Munson, got his name Eddie from the Iron Maiden album. That's the theory about how Eddie is 13 and with Wayne Munson. It gets crazier. We all know when he mentions to Chrissy that he had a buzz cut, he didn't have all these sweet old tattoos, and he always wears a watch coincidentally right where the 013 tattoo would be. And of course, he was not phased at all when 11 was brought up or when the Upside Down was brought up. And if you remember when Steve, Nancy, and Robin went down into the Upside Down, Eddie was not afraid to go into the Upside Down. Eddie was afraid to just go in the water. Like, he wasn't really afraid to, like, go in the Upside Down. Like, I feel like it was very, I don't know, it was a very weird, Eddie had, like, light fears. He didn't have fears about the bad stuff. Like, he didn't care that 11 had superpowers. And he wasn't fazed by that. I feel like that might mean something. I don't know if I mentioned this already, but Eddie Munson and number 13 both have brown hair and brown eyes. Eddie was also held back 2 years in school, which might seem strange to some, but it's not strange when you were in a facility being tested on like a lab rat, not getting the correct education that you need. So it would make sense that he had a knowledge gap because of what he went through. And that would explain why he got held back 2 years in high school. That might just be like a little hint that the Duffers threw in there if this theory is actually true. Similar to 11 not being able to speak that well or know a lot of words when she first met the boys in season 1. Another thing to add is that Eddie Munson is literally kind to everyone, but especially misfits, which is probably because he was a misfit, and that's why he's kind to everyone. And the craziest part about this theory, in my opinion, is that it works so well with the Eddie becoming Cass theory. It gives a reason for Vecna to save Eddie because he knows what Eddie once was, and it would go well with Eddie or with Vecna taking Eddie, keeping him alive, or I guess bringing him back to life as Cass, and then you go back to my other video a couple videos ago and watch the Eddie becoming Cass theory, and it all makes sense. Like everything, this was the missing part of the theory. This was the missing part of the Eddie and Cass theory. The lead up to how he, became Eddie Munson and then ended up dying in the Upside Down. After that, we already know the Eddie and Cass theory. There has been so many hints about it. But leading up to that, between the time when we met him in high school and when he died, the before part is this, what I just explained. How he escaped the Hawkins massacre, ran across Wayne Munson, convinced him to stay. Wayne Munson named him Eddie off of an Iron Maiden because Iron Maiden's mascot is named Eddie. Also, that crazy Iron Maiden theory, it says Eddie lives on it. So many crazy things about that as well. That could be a whole nother thing. And then, of course, all the other signs. Both have brown hair, both have brown eyes. Buzz cut, no tattoos. Watch over the tattoo. So many things that add up to this. And honestly, it's hard for me to say that this is not true. It really is. It adds up so much that I'm having a hard time thinking it could be any other way. But I'm not going to say it's 100% sure. I'm going to say, I said 75-25 last time. I literally think this makes it like 90-10. I'm not even trolling. Like, I think it adds up so well. Unless they're completely messing with us. Unless the Duffers are completely messing with us, I think it's true. But, I mean, only time can tell. Maybe we'll hear more stuff from the Duffers, you know, leading up into Season 5, more hints and everything. But if you guys enjoyed this theory, make sure to, you know, drop a comment and let me know if you have any questions about it. I know I stuttered a little bit and ran over some things. Maybe I missed a few things. So make sure to drop some comments and questions if you have any. If you have any other theories or questions, DM me on Instagram as well. I'm always active over there. And I appreciate all love and support, guys. Make sure to drop a like on the video, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Let me know if you want more Stranger Things theories and Eddie Munson theories. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.